Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a fantastic day today. And this is not going to be a long video, but it seems Shannon Sharpe, the host of Club Shay Shay, is catching a lot of smoke for this Katt Williams interview. And he seems to be catching smoke from, a variety of different people, from some comedians who, it's like, why would you let Katt come on? And catching smoke from some other podcasters. And, I'm just curious to see how this is going to play out. And basically, to see if Shannon Sharpe folds under some of this pressure. So, Shannon Sharpe is a very interesting person to me. He's one of these people who can be very logical, but, obviously has some blind spots. The number one blind spot, is he's a member of the CFL, capping for LeBron. And, people like that always are interesting to me because it's like, on one hand, they can have very good takes about a lot of things. Shannon Sharpe, has very good takes, even though he's not a basketball player. A lot of times, Shannon Sharpe can have some very good takes in basketball, except when it comes to LeBron James. And, for whatever reason, but, I think the most obvious reason is he has a relationship with LeBron, which, to me, I would deem to be a bit fraudulent in the sense that anyone who is a real friend of mine, we are completely honest with each other. In other words, if I was friends with LeBron James, I would be telling him the same stuff that I tell to everyone else. No, you are not the GOAT. You could never be the GOAT because you decided to join a super team. Flopping is cheating the game. Flopping is a low integrity thing to do. And this is how me and my real friends, this is how we not only hold each other accountable, but to me, that's showing that you really care about someone, is to offer them the truth so that they can actually make adjustments to their lives for the better, instead of keep going down the same dark road or misguided road or delusional road that they've been going down. So I'm going to be very curious to see how Shannon Sharpe handles this situation. Now, it seems, I think I've heard that Steven Jackson gave him some flack, and I saw Shannon and Ocho Cinco on their late night podcast thing that they do, discussed it in a little bit. And, Shannon Sharpe was basically talking about a lot of people are hating on him because of the numbers that the Katt Williams show did. And I must say, I can't disagree with that. I'm sure there's a large number of content creators who are simply jealous that segment did so well. I mean, last I heard, it was at like 35 million, and that was yesterday. So I can't even imagine, it looked like it could be on the road to being the most viewed piece of content from my understanding. I think Joe Rogan holds the number one with something that had like 50-something million views or something. But I think someone said that was a few years ago. So, at this rate, Shannon Sharpe could very well be on the road to take that number one spot. So, yeah, I definitely believe it's some content creators who are simply upset that it wasn't them. On the other hand, I think the other half of it is pressure from people who are trying to maintain their image. And, for those of you who remember when Kwame Brown set the internet on fire, he was basically talking about this very thing. You know, he called it the go along to get along game. And that's basically, you know, people who you have to hold your tongue in order to maintain your status within the group, in order to be able to keep getting the favors that you get. So this is why, to me, it's going to be interesting to see if Shannon Sharpe holds his ground on this, or if at some point the pressure gets too much to where we see Shannon Sharpe issuing some kind of apology statement, you know, to people. Because I've already heard, I think maybe Carcino for Life, I've already heard him say something to the effect that that Kevin Hart declined to come on Club Shay Shay. You know, that he was offered to come on and defend his stance or not defend his stance, you know, promote his movies or whatever, and he declined. So it's going to be interesting to me to see if Shannon Sharpe holds his ground, or if we wind up saying some kind of apology in the future. Now, I am hoping that Shannon Sharpe holds his ground, because, again, to me, this is the beauty of YouTube. And even though we know some of the bigger YouTubers like Shannon, you know, like Joe Budden and The Breakfast Club and things like that, we know that they are sponsored by other entities. I think the beauty of YouTube is that people can actually say what they want to say. Again, this is why I do this channel, because I get tired of watching the NBA, you know, and it finally got to the point to where I was like, why do they keep trying to tell me these players are so great? Why do they keep trying to tell me that LeBron James is at least the second best player to ever play the game? Like, why do they keep trying to tell me that? And so one day I find, like I said, I've been listening to people like Too Raw, and one day I finally said, you know, let me throw my hat into the ring, because I think I have a perspective that I want to cover that I don't think most people are covering, and that is simply talking about the intangibles. Because to me, again, the mindset is where it starts. You know, forget the stats and all that. To me, Michael Jordan had a killer mentality, and that's what propelled him to everything else. So I decided to go ahead and do a video, and, you know, did my first video, I think, back in April. And, you know, within a few months, things had taken off much faster than I had planned. But it was just confirmation that, hey, you know, there's a lot of people that feel like this. There's a lot of people that feel like, hey, I am tired of the media trying to tell me something that I know isn't true. And so this is why, you know, the independent content creator is so important. And this is why, despite me calling Shannon Sharpe the #1 fanboy, you know, along him and Nick Wright, this is why I hope that Shannon Sharpe holds his ground and that we don't see an apology coming later about this whole Katt Williams interview. I'm really hoping that Shannon Sharpe, you know, continues to have people on and continues to let them say what they want to say. But anyway, short video, like I said, I just been saying that Shannon Sharpe has been catching some smoke for this interview, and I'm curious to see how this is going to play out. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think Shannon Sharpe is going to hold his ground, or do you think at some point the pressure from everyone may get to him and we may see some kind of apology? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. You all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. All right.